Hello everyone, my name is Heaven from Heaven's Odd Venture. I started a YouTube channel documenting my life as an auditor, and it is only fitting that I am currently in a hotel room because I am currently on an audit, and it is the middle of the week. I think it's hump day. So I wanted to take a study break and have an excuse to not study, to go ahead and make another video. So this is an answer to a couple questions I got on some prior videos about the technical details of CPA Exam Day. So you can go ahead and skip this video if you've already taken the CPA exam because you know how it works. But if you've never been to the Prometric testing center, then I'm going to give you guys all the details you need to know to be prepared for your exam day. It is very formal, very organized, and it can be very intimidating, and you don't want anything else overwhelming you on exam day. So let's get started. So in background, I have taken 2 CPA exams. They happen to be the same exact exam because I failed the first time. So took 2 exams in the Knoxville testing center of Prometric. So every testing center may be different, but they pretty much are standardized. So I will share my experience with the Nashville, Tennessee testing center. So to go backward, you apply for your exam, you have paid for your exam, you are broke but ready to take this exam, okay? So you get your NTS. They will email you that. They will send you an email confirmation from your payment. Your NTS will come to your email in about 3 days to like a week later. Some people got theirs minutes later. I'm like, what the heck? I waited like 2 weeks for my first NTS. Either way, this is what it looks like. It's a notice to schedule. You cannot schedule your exam until you have this NTS. It will come with a exam ID number, section ID number, technically. You will go to prometric.com or org or whatever the website is that sent you in your email, and you will schedule your exam with this section ID number. So you will take your number, you will enter it in, it will know who you are, and it will see that you have paid. You can choose any city that you want to take your exam in, and it will still give you your state board. So I am a Tennessee state board. That's what I'm applying to be Tennessee certified. I can take my exam anywhere in the United States. So before your exam even starts, it can go wrong if you are late. Make sure not on time. Make sure you arrive 30 minutes to an hour early. This is very important. 30 minutes is the latest you want to arrive to your exam. So make sure you know exactly where your testing center is at. It's probably in a city. Make sure you know the traffic patterns. If you're trying to take an exam at 5 p.m. on a Wednesday, you're going to want to leave a little earlier than what you think. Blah, 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 blah. If you arrive early, eat some citrus, drink some lemonade, drink some water, chew some peppermint, wintergreen, spearmint gum. Get those senses rolling. I ate an orange before my exam last time, and I swear it gave me at least 2 points on the exam. Like, I was sharp and ready to go. Once you close that car door and you are walking into the exam, make sure you have your NTS. Again, it's your notice to schedule. You must have this document with you. You don't need the second page. It prints off 2 pages, tells you everything you're not allowed to bring into the exam. You need your first page. You need 2 forms of ID. I did not need 2 forms. My testing center just needed me to show 1 government issued. It can be a passport, your driver's license, your government issued ID, like my work ID would work. But you must bring forms of identification along with your NTS. You'll be greeted by somebody at a desk who's probably a boring personality, so you'll probably be able to relate. We're all accountants here, right? So go to that person at the desk, tell them, hey, my name's whatever. They're gonna look in the computer, they're gonna find you, they're gonna say NTS, and you're gonna give them this beautiful document. I'm telling you guys, this is very important. I'm trying to emphasize it. Do not forget this document. They will take it, they will write down, they will type in your section ID code, make sure it's a valid NTS. Also, I've only taken 2 exams and I've already signed up for a 3rd, and I've already gotten these things confused. So make sure you have them organized, either saved on your laptop. Just don't make a mistake like I felt like I was gonna do and bring the wrong NTS to the wrong exam, because you won't be able to get in. Once you hand them the NTS, they will give you a rules sheet. They tell you to read front and back, or 2 pages or whatever. Then you have to sign saying that you understood everything. These rules are also online. It's the CPA exam rules, no cheating, and all that stuff. It's really long, actually. There's a lot of rules. It will also tell you what you're not allowed to bring into the exam, prohibited items, which is anything and everything. You can only bring yourself and the clothes on your body. Once you sign saying you understood the rules and the different test lists and the different breaks you're allowed to have and everything about your exam, they will hand you a key. Now this key, the one I had at my testing center, was a big, huge circle that was on the key, okay? And they had blue circles and green circles, okay? So then I noticed on the wall there are lockers. There's 2 sets of lockers. There's 2 testing rooms. I'm figuring this out. I'm like, okay, I got this. 1 locker's for one testing room, 1's for the other. Okay, so we had blue lockers, gray lockers, blue and green keys, okay? So he hands me the key. I go with my little number over to the blue because it was a blue circle. Go to the blue lockers. My key doesn't work. I go back over. I'm like, sir, my key doesn't work. He said, that's because you have a gray circle. I'm looking at that thing and I'm like, I have already failed today, guys. I should not take this exam. It was blue, I swear. They had a little piece of tape that said gray on the blue circle. That should not even be allowed. I cracked up out loud, busted out laughing. He had no humor whatsoever. I was like, my bad. Go to the other side, got my locker, okay? Already off to a bad start. Also, when he hands you your key, before you go to the locker, he's gonna hand you 2 dry erase boards. They're not really boards, they are graph paper from like 6th grade that are laminated. So that's where you can do your work, and it will come with 2 dry erase markers. So you have 2 dry erase markers, 2 laminated. You can do your work on it or whatever you need to do with your key in the big old circle that comes with your key. You will also be asked to write down your launch code onto the dry erase because you cannot take your NTS into the exam, but you have a specific launch code right there that you're going to type into the exam for it to get started. You cannot have anything in the exam with you. You can have your clothes, you can have socks, you can have your bra on, but that's about it, okay? So, no hair ties, you can't have any hair bows, no Fitbits. I freaking went in with my Fitbit, had to go put it back in my locker, stand back in line. Don't make that mistake. Take it off before you get in. You can't, I don't even think you can have bobby pins in your hair. You may be able to, but they are very, very strict. You will put everything into your locker, your keys, obviously your phone, everything extra that you have, peppermints, food, gum. Guys, you can't have anything. I think you get the idea. But what you will have to keep with you after you leave your locker is your driver's license. So your ID, whichever ID you bring, doesn't have to be a driver's license. You have to have your ID, your key with the big old circle on it, your dry erase board, and your dry erase markers. That is literally it. And you can have a jacket with you. You can wear a jacket. I did not the first time and I froze to death. Brought the jacket the second time, sweated to death. You can't win, I tell you. You just can't win. If you do have a jacket, you must put it on the back of your chair if you decide to take it off. You cannot put it anywhere else. They are very clear about that as well. Back of your chair. After you have put everything in your locker, you will walk to the hallway or however the testing center is set up. Mine had 2 testing centers, one on the left, one on the right. We had a hallway before we got to the testing center lobby. Inside the little lobby area, there was a guy, well, 2 guys for each testing center with a little desk and everything. Once it's your turn, if you come during a busy exam time, my first exam was like 10 a.m. or something like that, maybe 8. So it was right in between testing times. So I was like the only one. The second time I came in, I was like the 7th in line. I was like, good thing I showed up early because it took forever. So once you get up there, you will do a fingerprint. You'll literally wiggle it around 15 times. He actually dried mine off with a washcloth. I was nervous as crap, okay, guys? Because he was like, I can't get a print. I'm like, Lord, I'm nervous, okay? I'm nervous. So anyways, you'll do your little fingerprint. It will take a picture of your face. So, I mean, I don't know what they do with that picture, but I was looking rough, let me tell you. And then you will need to sign in. So they do your fingerprint, your picture, you sign exactly what time you come in. Again, they make sure you have your launch code written on your dry erase board, and then he or she gets the exam set up for you. So they will tell you to wait in the doorway. Let me back up, I forgot a major part. They actually wand you, okay guys? So not only do you not have anything on your body, they will take a wand and make sure you have nothing, which is great. I mean, it's a very standardized test. I wasn't really prepared for this. I had to roll up all my sleeves, empty out all my pockets, pull up my pant legs, showed my lucky socks to everybody. Embarrassing. But then you will go to the doorway and wait for them to motion you forward for your exam. This is also something I messed up on. I just laugh everything off if you guys can't tell. I don't know if it's a nervous laugh or if I just find everything funny. I haven't really been able to tell the difference yet. So I stood in the doorway. Now people are taking their exam, so it's like really quiet in there unless you got someone like taking the bar or sitting there like typing up 15 novels. That was a little annoying. So I stood in the doorway for a second and then I followed him and he turned around and he was like, I was like, oh my God. And he was like, doorway. I was like, oh my God, literally broke through. I was already a nervous wreck. I was like, oh my word. So I like try not to laugh. I had to compose myself, stand back in the doorway. Then he or she sets up your exam, and then they will motion you forward, and then you come and you sit down and you're ready to take your exam. There are headphones, or there were headphones in my Prometric testing center. There's headphones on your left little cubicle, headphones on your right. Yeah, also you're in a cubicle. It's about yay high. You can kind of see who's over there. You can be like, hey, are you done yet? How are you doing? Good luck. And then headphones both sides. Again, your jacket's behind you. You can't really see anything. They monitor and walk around during your exam, which is good, I guess. It's literally like being in high school all over again, like making sure you're not cheating or whatever. There are also cameras everywhere. I was like making funny faces at the camera. I was like, I wonder who's watching these. They probably got me on like red alert for like some weirdo in here taking a CPA exam thinking they're gonna be an accountant, but then failed. Then once your exam gets started, you type in your launch code, but then there's some introductory screens before your CPA exam actually starts. You have a limited amount of time to go through these. These are, I think they give you like sample of how to answer. It shows you how to navigate the screens. So those things are good to know. Also, something I did not know is you can go on the AICPA.org website and look at a sample exam. It's not a mock exam. It's not going to have hard questions at all. It's only like 15 minutes long, apparently. I haven't done it, but it shows you how to navigate the CPA exam itself. I honestly, before my first exam, I guarantee I would have saved myself at least a point or two on being able to navigate the exam. There was one simulation on my audit exam. I spent 45 minutes on this simulation, okay guys? Did not even see that there were exhibits. I'm sitting here reading this simulation like, how the heck am I supposed to know this knowledge? It was asking specific numbers, like which ones were wrong, which ones were right. I stood there, read every word on that page, and was like, there's no way for me to answer this. And I was looking for the answer that says not enough information to provide an answer. Then right before it, like I was looking at the time, I saw that there were like 6 exhibit tabs. Anyways, long story short, make sure you know how to navigate the exam. You can go on the AICPA website. Your study program that you're using will probably give you some sort of mock exam. Take it seriously. You'll be okay. Another little advice tidbit, I didn't really do this, but it's an option you can. With those two, they're front and back laminated dry erase boards. Some people, as soon as they sit down, they write down all the mnemonics or whatever that they memorize, maybe certain formulas or tax brackets or whatever that you need memorized for your exam. Go ahead and write those down. You can put them up in the corner. My luck, on my first exam, I had the fattest tip marker. It was one of those expo markers when you're in a lecture hall trying to write notes for people. The freaking piece of paper is only this big. I'm sitting here doing questions like problems on my piece of paper, and it took up the whole piece of paper. I thought that's how they all were. I take my next exam on my retake. It's a fine point. I could have taken my entire notes on just one front. Also, if you are unfamiliar with the CPA exam format itself, there are breaks included between each testlet. So 3 of the exams have 5 testlets. The first 3 you take, before the 4th one, you have a 15-minute break that stops the time. You will exit your testing center. Also, you're not allowed to just sit there and have your break at your desk. I actually got in trouble for that. I paused my exam and it said must leave test center, and I sat there and I was like, I just need like a 30-second and just like get myself together. And he comes in here and taps me on the back. I was like, oh my gosh. So got in trouble for that. They didn't say anything, but anyways, you have to leave the testing center. When you come back, you will have to show your ID. You will have to do your fingerprint. I don't know if they take your picture or not. I don't remember, before you come back with your break. So there is one guaranteed 15-minute break that stops the time with all 4 of the CPA exams. You are allowed a break between each testlet in every single exam, but it does not pause your time. The time will keep rolling. You have 4 hours to take each section. So best of luck to you guys. You guys will do great. I am crossing my fingers for everybody. I am currently about to take the regulation exam in like, I don't know, I haven't scheduled it yet. I kind of wait until last minute before I schedule my exam. They tell you not to do that, but I kind of freak out and I'm not ready yet. But I will schedule that in July. So wish me luck, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I helped you guys. You guys are going to crush this exam. Good luck. Best wishes. Hopefully this helped. Give the video a thumbs up if it did so other candidates are able to see it. Subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see some more audit stuff. I'm currently in a hotel room by myself, bored and hungry. What's new? Bye, guys.